And a good morning to you too, mister. Eh? So now that things have quietened down between Christmas and that break period between Christmas and New Year, I've been able to sit down and flesh out next year's mission inspirations. I'd kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do. I'd put some ideas down on paper, but I hadn't fully kind of realised or fleshed out exactly what format and how I wanted to do it next year. I have done now, so I've been able to sit and do right the way up to end of June. So I've done the first 6 months of mission inspirations for 2023. That's the main missions. As for the mid-month mini mission inspirations, I've done the entire year. So I decided what I was going to do, and I sat down and I wrote everything down on a piece of paper. And today I have sat and I have created all of the graphics for the mid-month mini mission inspirations. So all of the graphic cards, all the prompt cards for the mini missions are done for the entire year. And I've even scheduled them in so I know which ones I'm going to be doing in which months. The main mission inspirations, like I said, I've done the first 6 months and I've designed and created the cards and the prompt cards with the missions on for the first 2 months. So I've done January and February. I've got everything written down here right the way up to the end of July. So I still need to sit down and type in and create the graphics for all of those as well. May have a little revamp on doing the mission brief. Don't know yet. Depends on the time I've got between now and whenever it is going to be. 7th of January, I think the first one goes live. I might just try and tweak and maybe just refresh the mission briefs as well, because I've got to create the mission brief, not only the graphics but also the video that goes with it, and then I've got to create my video and all the graphics and everything that goes with that too. So there's a lot involved with doing the mission inspiration each year, and a lot to be done each month, but I'm still enjoying doing it, so still want to do a good job this year too. So hopefully you'll enjoy what I've done with the missions this year, and also with the mid-month mini missions as well. So yes, looking forward to releasing that one.
I don't film very often in the dark. It's New Year's Eve, Saturday night, and we are going to have an Indian for tea. So I've just gone down to our local Indian takeaway, which is called Ashiana, which is beautiful. The food's lovely. I've got a 35-minute wait, so I'm going to listen to the radio, I think. Or, I've got no option really. I have to listen to the radio, and I'm not singing because it's New Year's Eve and I don't want to frighten people. So yeah, it is Indian takeaway tonight. We were going to do burgers, but we'll have burgers for lunch tomorrow on New Year's Day. Adios for now.
So it's Sunday, the 1st of January 2023. So yeah, guess what Ian and I have been doing all day today?
Accounts.
We've been doing what?
Accounts.
What sort of accounts?
Nasty ones.
It's coming up to that time of the year where we have to pay our taxes. So, but not for this year, for last year. So just to make sure, we're going through all our accounts and stuff from the year 2021 to 2022 to make sure it's all correct. So we do it at this time of year every year, and then by the end of January we've paid our tax and national insurance and that kind of social security, that kind of thing.
There's so much paper.
And that's how we've spent our New Year's Day. Tomorrow, Monday, the 2nd of January, is also a national bank holiday here in the UK because New Year's Day fell on a Sunday. So we have an extra day's holiday. Whether the shops or whatever are going to be open tomorrow, I've got no idea. Normally I go over to mum's on Monday morning, but I'm not doing it tomorrow because I need to pick up a prescription from the pharmacy and they won't be open, so there's no point. So I'm doing it on Tuesday morning instead. So we're going to be like a day behind next week, so it's going to be quite interesting. And of course, because the first falls on a Sunday, then the first Saturday in January isn't until the 8th. So I've got an entire week to get the mission inspiration sorted, which I've done already. I've actually done the mission inspirations up until, when is it, June? Yeah, I know. And I've actually got all the mid-month mini mission inspirations done for the entire year. So that's going to be a weight off my mind. So anyway, yes, Mr. Bentley's fast asleep because he's been playing, look. He's fast asleep in his bed.
And I've learned how a spreadsheet works.
You've done what today?
Learned how a spreadsheet works.
But it's not, well, I suppose it is a spreadsheet really, isn't it? It's not an Excel spreadsheet.
No, but it's a spreadsheet and it's a starter for me.
So have you enjoyed yourself today?
I've actually, yes.
Anybody who gets enjoyment out of spreadsheets. Oh dear. So it's Tuesday, January the 3rd. Back to work day for many people. Of course, Ian and I have been busy with work while it's been quiet after Mum and Dad went back home on 28th, once we'd got the car working again. So this morning I came through to Mum and Dad's to see if they wanted any shopping. Also been to the pharmacist's to pick up Mum's prescription for her, which I put in last week before New Year, so knowing it would be ready this morning. And then after I'd done that for Mum and Dad, obviously I had a nice cup of tea with them. And then I've put all the Christmas decorations and the Christmas tree back in the loft for them because they're already boxed and packed back up again. A little bit early in my opinion, but I like to do 12 days before and 12 days after. But Mum said she had nothing to do yesterday, so she took the decorations down. Yeah, which is fair enough. So they're now back safely stored away, ready for next year. So I was going to take her shopping this morning, but she informed me when I arrived that the nurse was coming to see her leg, just to check on progress with that sore she's got. So she can't go anywhere because the nurse didn't give her a time. So she'll probably just turn up at some point today. So instead, we'll have to wait to do shopping for her on Thursday when I go back again. So now I'm on my way back for lunch. So as a YouTube creator, as we're called, or not really an influencer, but more of a creator, content creator, and we're being encouraged by the good people at YouTube to embrace the new kind of technology of the shorts video. And I've resisted for quite a long time because I don't really see the benefit of doing videos which are only kind of up to a minute long. And I've never really found the right reason for wanting to do them. Now, in February, a month or so away, they're going to increase the revenue share on the advertising on these short videos, which means that they're going to start pushing the short form video a bit more. And we're going to get encouraged more and more sorry, Mr. Bentley's barking, encourage more and more to create them. So I put my thinking head or my thinking hat, whichever one you want, to think of a way of being able to incorporate what I do into a 1-minute video. And then I had a thought. I've a lot of new subscribers that have joined me in the last year or two, or even 3 years, who've missed out on all the videos that I did back in 2015, 2016, 2017, or even 2018, 4 years ago. 5 really, now going into 2023. So I thought what a nice idea might be to incorporate some older videos, condensed down to a minute, super fast, as a kind of taster of stuff that I've done in the past. So kind of an introduction to my back catalogue, if you like. And what I can do is then link to the original video so they can go and watch it. Hello.
It's a really good idea.
Yeah. I've done 3 shorts so far, which have been scheduled. Now, obviously, like my older videos, when I first started creating videos, I was rubbish at it. As the years have gone on and I've got more experienced with the technology, with the editing software, knowing what to do about lighting and sound and all that kind of stuff, my videos, hopefully, I'm sure you will agree, have got better in 2022 than what they were in 2015. For one thing, you see this. My early videos, I was too frightened to show my face. So I've learnt and gone with the flow, with the technology, embraced all the end screens and the iCards and all that kind of stuff as the years have gone on. But these short technology, these short videos are a new thing to me. So hopefully, as the weeks go on, I'm only going to be putting maybe 1 or 2 up a week. I'm not going to throw loads and loads and loads all in one go. Hopefully they'll get a little bit better, more information, and they're primarily a taster for my new subscribers to go back and look at some of the older stuff that I did a few years ago. So if you're somebody who's been following me for years and years and years and years, then obviously then they're not really for you. If you're the sort of person who don't like shorts, then they're not for you either. So just don't watch them. It's as easy as that. Just wait for the longer versions. So you'll know whether it's a short, because it'll come up as a short and it'll say condensed creativity, because that's exactly what it is. It's the entire creation of the art journal page or project condensed down to 1 minute. So, and it'll be obviously super fast. But if you want to watch the slower, longer version, the full version if you like, I've included a link in the description area below the video, so people can just click it and go back and watch the longer, slower, more sedate version. So if you're wondering why you're suddenly starting to see shorts appearing on my channel, that's why. So a little bit of a change of plan this morning. When I arrived at Mum and Dad's to take Mum shopping this morning, she was still in her night clothes and dressing gown. She'd had a particularly bad night, and she'd also got pains in her stomach, so she didn't want to go shopping. So Dad was putting his coat on when I arrived. So instead of taking Mum shopping today, I took Dad, which was nice, made a nice change. So yeah, we had a nice walk around the shops together, a bit of a chat while we were doing it. Had a chance to talk about Mum's mental state, as in obviously her dementia's getting slightly worse. It's not at dangerous levels just yet, but it is still quite difficult. So I had a chat with Dad about, you know, how he was coping, how he was managing with communicating with her. And he seemed fairly sort of happy that he could still handle and manage to talk. I mean, they're both very still happy with each other and talking and laughing and joking. So things seem to be going okay at the moment. But I did tell him to talk to me, or, you know, let me know if it started to get any worse. and it started to get any more difficult. So while things are fine and they're neither a danger to each other or themselves, we'll just carry on doing things as we are. So we'll just play it by ear and see what happens. So yeah, so we did the shopping, took him back, helped unpack, put all the shopping away, had a cup of tea, had a chat with them both. Mum had got dressed by the time I got back, so she was feeling a lot better. She'd taken some painkillers and things to settle her stomach. So I did check her temperature. I did stick the thermometer in her mouth, made sure that she wasn't running a temperature or anything like that, but she was fine, normal temperature. So yeah, so that was this morning. I'm now on my way back home again. Look at that face, ready? Come on, bring him back. It does this. It just disappears and just leaves me hanging. It's a really one-sided game, this. You're all refreshed again now you've come back from your walk, aren't you? Eh? No, tired. It's getting dark, Mr. Bentley. Oh. It's what? It is. Oh dear.
I've got the paper, the card.
You've got your paper and your card?
The card from the post office.
Oh. Well, that's nice. Basil stock.
Yes.
Very nice. So what's the colour?
The colour. I want no scoffing. Cream puff.
Yeah.
I want no laughing.
Right, okay.
So,
what's it for?
It's for...
Well, I know what it's for. Do you want to tell everybody else what it's for?
It's for a large journal I'm working on. Mm-hmm. It's A4.
Yeah.
And it's based, if you want to come in, just have a look over my shoulder. These are actually original prints. They're actually, it's newspapers. It's
an original newspaper from, do we know the year? Hang on, they're all still in this pack over here, aren't they? Yes. Let's just pull one out at random and see if there's a date on the top.
There is, there always is. The date is 1910.
May the 21st, 1910.
So that's the Illustrated London News.
Right, is there another one?
The graphic.
Hang on, what's this? Oh, that's even better. Look at that one. That says January the 26th, 1895.
Because what I'm doing is I'm making some signatures for. Is it a lap book, Mike? I'm making. Is it a lap book?
Right. Okay. Yeah. A lap book, for those of you that don't know, is a book that you have on your lap.
Right.
And you open it up.
Yeah.
Normally, it's one that has pages that flip out in different directions.
Yeah, this is going to have this. These particular ones, I mean, they're going to have graphics of, I found some really, really nice old adverts from 1895 and stuff like that. Oh.
Yes?
Yeah.
Can I do for you? What are you doing over there? Hello? He's looking very suspicious. Are you licking your chops? Okay.
And then they've got London North Eastern Railway original dockets inside. So
what date's that from?
That does I can't read the date on that.
August the 1st, 1931.
This is 1931 again. Yeah.
So July 21st. Well, that says actually July 22nd. The stamp, but it's written on July 21st. 1931, so pre-Second World War.
So yeah, so these are going to go in there. There's going to be pockets, there's going to be flip outs, there's going to be all sorts in this. I've got some Tim Holtz paper which I'm using, which is the French Industrial, which is
this stuff hidden here. Yeah.
So I'm mixing Tim Holtz along with original, all original papers,
yep,
and also my take on a 1920s. It's going to have a lot of fashion in it, ladies' fashions.
Ladies' fashion.
Ladies' fashions, yeah, there's all sorts with ladies' furnishings as well.
Sort of belly pop kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or is it
So-
a little bit later than that?
A little bit later than that, but well, you'll see it when it's finished, but it's going to have full out pockets and everything in it. This is just the bare bones I'm working on.
Okay, and when do you reckon this is going to be ready for show and tell?
Well, wait for some print, some ink, some toner to come for the printer.
Because we've run out
We've run out.
of toner for the printer.
So when it comes,
we can only do black and white at the moment.
This is so distressing. So I'm working on this. There's all sorts of, I mean, these are just 4 of the signatures, but there's going to be all sorts in there. Tim
So
Holtz.
it's going to be quite a large book then.
Oh, it's going to be very large when it's finished.
Right.
It's about 2 inches thick.
Nice. I'm sure everybody's looking forward to seeing it completed.
So am I.
Now that we've finished talking to Mr. Ian, go make a mess of that bed. No, don't drop it. Oh, look, Teddy's just gone down the stairs now. Almost. Teddy side. Ready? I don't see the point in making the beds anymore. He just messes them all up again. Last time then, let me say goodbye. Let go, let go, let go! I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget to check out your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. Thank you.